Oh man, it feels good to be back. Feels good to be back in the B6. So it's about early July right now, and for the past at least month, maybe month and a half, I have been booked solid driving other different cars, different press cars from different brands. Audi's press fleet's actually closed at the moment, so I've been driving tons of other different brands cars. In fact, I'm actually going to get a different one right now. However, that's a good thing because it means I get to drive my car for a good amount of the day. It's pretty far away from me. And I do love driving my car. But what I'm really excited to drive it for today is to test out my new tires. Now, last time I did a tire review, it was winter tires. Hankook had sent me a set of Icept Evo 3 winter tires, and they're winter performance tires. So I was really excited to test those out, but I didn't get the chance because we had such a mild winter in New Jersey that I don't even know if we got a single realistic snowfall in my area. So that was a bit of a disappointment. However, Hankook graciously sent me a set of summer tires as well. Now these are the Ventus V12 Evo 2s, and it's Hankook's latest summer tire. What I have noticed about them so far, and just taking corners around my house that I know, is that the grip is sensational. And I know this is an Audi with all-wheel drive, so it's going to have a lot of grip regardless of the tire. But tires do make a huge difference. We're huge proponents of tire quality here at Quattro Daily. We really emphasize that tires are probably your most important upgrade that you can make to a car. It's going to be the most significant, the most substantial upgrade. You're going to see the best results for the least amount of money with a good set of tires. And these are really outstanding so far. I've driven them a little bit in the wet, and the grip has actually been really surprisingly good in the wet for performance tires. Obviously in warm weather, as it's summer right now, but you know, I've been really impressed. But the dry grip is sensational. I mean, I took corners, I don't want to say how fast I was going, but I was taking corners at speeds that I didn't think the old girl could handle, especially with her old suspension. And it just clings. I mean, it just digs in and clings to the tarmac. It's a pretty impressive tire. And we've also been seeing some videos of Audis lapping tracks like Hockenheim and stuff in Germany using these tires, like brand new Audis, RS3s, RS5s, things like that. And the performance times they put down are really impressive. And it seems that they've been outshining even more established brand or tire brands like Pirelli, like the P0. This seems to be the better performance tire than the Pirelli P0, which is impressive because the P0 comes standard kit on a lot of very exciting cars. So the fact that Hankook is outperforming them a little bit is really impressive. Another thing I really like about these tires is the fact that, well, one, they're cheaper than your other brands, your Pirellis, your Michelins. Now, full disclosure, I am a Michelin guy. I love Michelin tires. I think Michelin is one of the greatest companies on earth. I absolutely love Michelins. However, they're very expensive. Michelin tires are very expensive. These are significantly less money. And honestly, in real world driving situations, I haven't noticed any downgrade in performance because almost all the different performance cars I've been testing over the past few weeks come with Michelins. You know, Michelin is the go-to performance tire right now. So they all come with Michelins, and jumping in this, I haven't noticed any degrade in sound or ride quality. They're quiet, they're comfortable. There's not a lot of, I don't feel a lot of negative vibrations through the wheel. There's not a lot of road noise. I really am impressed with these. The road noise especially, because this is not a quiet car. This is a 15-year-old car sounding, NVH levels, which is noise, vibration, harshness. NVH levels and sound levels for interiors back in 2005 weren't anywhere near what they are today. And, you get in a modern car and everything's so quiet, so it's hard to test, tire NVH. But you jump in this thing where it's not very quiet on the inside. There's a lot of wind noise and stuff, and I don't hear any tire roar, tire drone. It's really impressive. And I said the same thing about the iSept Evos, the winter tires I had. You know, you're cruising along the highway at highway speeds, and a lot of the time you get a lot of tire drone, especially in the winter. But not the iSept Evos and not these. So I've been really impressed with Hankook's quality as well as their performance. One more point I'd like to make is that I've been impressed with the turn-in of these tires. Let's not mince words here. This car understeers a lot. It is a nose-heavy, quattro-equipped Audi. The main point is that even though this is front-heavy Audi that does understeer quite a bit, turn-in has improved significantly with these tires. I've noticed better front-end response. I've noticed better steering response. I've noticed that it turns in more sharply. I've noticed that it just feels more direct. It feels like it really has, these tires have woken this chassis up, because tire technology, even though this isn't super old, it's a 15-year-old car, which isn't crazy old, tire technology has improved drastically. Tire technology has leaps and bounds it's improved since then. So you're taking an old car and you're giving it tires that give it capabilities that far surpass what it could have had in 2005. So it sort of woke this chassis up. It feels more alive. It feels more direct as a result of these new tires. I'm very happy with that. I'm very impressed. Now, could the same be said about your Michelins or Pirellis? I'm sure, you know, as I said, tire technology has improved drastically since then across the board. So if you were to get a set of Pirellis or Michelins, yes, you'd also be getting a vastly improved handling experience. But the point is that Hankook offers that as well at a lower price. So to me, as much as I love Michelin, as much as I love those other brands, Continental as well, a great brand, I think I'm starting to really become a Hankook customer because of the fact that they offer, in my opinion, very comparable handling characteristics. Unless you're really taking these cars on track and really pushing them to their limits, I don't think you'll notice the difference between a Hankook Ventus V12 and, say, a Michelin Pilot Sport, which is probably the best performance tire on the market. I don't think you'll notice a difference in just everyday spirited driving, having fun. You know, you're not trying to push this car to its very limits. You're not trying to win on a racetrack. If you're just driving this car around town, having fun, using it in your daily commute, I don't think you'll notice a significant enough difference to spend the money on a Michelin Pilot Sport or a Pirelli P0 or a Continental, you know, whatever their performance tire is. So I think for the money, it's the Hankook Ventus V12 that is the performance summer tire deal of the year right now. I mean, these are excellent tires, and they come in at a lower price point than your typical, you know, more famous tire brands, and I'm loving them so far.